Hey, welcome. You are listening to the workshop that starts with Mate. I'm your host, Mateo, and today we are taking you somewhere very real.
Hi, this is your co-host, Angel. Actually, we are talking Buenos Aires, back streets, the neighborhoods, seeing machines running before sunrise, and women holding entire families together with their hands.
But here's the thing. This isn't just a Buenos Aires story. It's a global one. Right now, over 300 million people work in the textile industry worldwide. Most of them, women. And most of those women, informal workers. No contract, no social security, no safety net.
And that's not a coincidence, it's a pattern, one that repeats across Latin America, Asia, and Africa, and pattern rooted in so many very specific. Lack of access to formal technical training.
Argentina is not the exception. In fact, it's one of the clearest cases according to the INDEC, Argentina National Institute of Statistics and Censuses. In vulnerable communities, over 40% of textile workers have no contract and no labor right. And women are the center of these statistics.
Each episode informed around SDG, aid, decent work, and economic growth, because we believe that backs to that dignified work is not a privilege. It should. It start by.
And to talk about all of this, we found the perfect method, one that's deeply Argentine and honestly pretty beautiful.
A workshop that starts with the Mate, that everyday image of women created around out matching the world, learning new sense of better that in first month out. Neighborhood on large a stone with hand that is powerful.
But here is the problem. Knowledge without a certification doesn't open formal doors. And that's exactly what we are here to explore.
Is the story of Maria Fernanda and the people who showed work with and swimming, machine and completely different. It was what a classroom can look like.
La Villa, outskirts of Buenos Aires, 7 a.m. Maria Fernanda's sewing machine is already running.
She is beautiful. Kids over 10 years of experience in garment making. She learning from her mom learning from hers. It is her hands like drugs.
But Maria Fernanda doesn't have a contract. She gets paid per garment when there is work. There's income when there isn't. There's silence.
I've been sewing since I can remember, but they always tell me I'm missing the paper. I don't have the certification. I don't have the title. How are you going to tell me I don't know how to do this when I do it every single day?
I find look anyway, and is 27. She finished his school. She dreams of working in textile. Dressing its formal courses are too expensive and too far away, and every job listing asks for formal experience she never had the chance to get.
I look for opportunities, but they're always a barrier. The money, the commute, or they tell might need formal experience first. But how do I get it if nobody gives my first shoot?
Now, to really understand this situation, you have to zoom out and look at the cultural layer. Because this project connects two countries, Argentina and Colombia. And the cultural differences between them really can change how this problem plays out.
Wait, we should have these cultural dimensions. Yes, it's an academic framework, but style which was because it is where it's just actually interesting.
Argentina scores high on power distance, meaning strong hierarchies, decisions that can come from the top, and workers like Maria Fernanda who almost never have a say in their working conditions. It also scores high on individualism. People tend to act rather than collectively.
Colombia, on the other hand, lends more collectivism, more community-oriented, and a different aspect to understanding was key of solution can work out how to community it.
All of this brought us to our central hypothesis. The lack of technical training is one of the main causes of labor informality among women in the textile sector in Argentina.
It is true that training really makes that much of a difference. That's what we are here to find out.
Before we talk about solutions, we need to talk about what happens when nobody asks.
April 2013, Dhaka, Bangladesh, the Rana Plaza building collapsed. Over 1,100 textile workers died, most of them women in unsafe, unregulated, complex, informal conditions.
Rana Plaza is our reference for failure, not because it was an extreme case, but because the conditions that caused it were completely normalized. Informality turned into business model, worker safety treated as the afterthought, corporate responsibility used as a PR tool, not a real commitment.
And that failure pattern didn't start or end in Bangladesh. It's the same logic applied in the Bank Malay workshop of Buenos Aires.
But there is another reference, and this one is actually inspiring. In Peru, a program called Desco Textile tackled exactly this problem. Female level informality in textiles, and they pulled it off.
But the Desco difference was used the training. It was the approach to women wearing considered recipient of charity. They very active participate in building the solution, and that changes everything.
And that's exactly the mindset that shows up at Maria Fernanda's door. Well, technically it shows up as a white van parked on the corner.
We are not here to tell you what to do. We are here to ask what you need and to show up with the tools to make it happen.
That's a technical trainer from Medicine Taxi, which her Camila, social psychology, to Sophia, a digital commerce expert, and Javier, who handles building partnership with textile companies and platforms like Mercado Libre.
But let's be real, it wasn't instantly magical. The negotiation played out in three very different ways. Scenario.
Pessimistic scenario is truth. Who are you what we do want from you? We sing programs they promise every time, and they suffer a completely reaction.
Moderate scenario. Some women decided to try a pilot session. No big commitments, just a shot.
A scenario, the hardest to reach the main collaboration company, social organizations, and community building, so making to return from a place of trust and shared goals.
There is no one size fits all here. Maria Fernanda needs something different from what Anna needs. Our job is to listen first, lead after, not the other way around. That situational leadership in action, adapting to whoever is in front of you, and in high-power distance culture like Argentinians, that flexibility isn't a nice to have. It's essential.
A month after that first community meeting, a white van pulls up on the corner of La Villa. It's called Textiles Mobile.
Inside, portable sewing machines, tablets, textile materials, and a full team ready to go. Not a fixed building in some far-off part of the city, a classroom that comes to you.
At first, I was skeptical. I thought it was another one of those programs that promise everything and they disappear. But this was different. Nobody told me I didn't know anything. They helped me certify what I already knew. And honestly, that changed everything.
I learned how to sell online, how to photograph garments, how to talk to clients of other provinces. For the first time, I feel like I actually have a future in something I love.
So what exactly is Textile Lab Mobile? It's a mobile textile training lab that eliminates the three biggest barriers for women, like Maria Fernanda and Anna face: distance, cost, and time.
The model runs on three pillars. One, technical training, sewing, machinery, digital tools, basic financial education. Two, psychosocial support, and two, placement with dance, three, real connection to formal employment, corporate and e-commerce platform.
And because we are students who actually did the work, let's talk about the action plan. The implementation has 6 phases.
Phase 1, community diagnosis. identities the most vulnerable neighborhoods with local alliance 1 month phase 2 set up the mobile lab ecosystem with the classroom on which technology.
Phase 3 outreach campaign. 2 weeks of community mobilization to recruit participants. Phase 4 technical and digital training. 2 full months of hands-on learning.
Phase 5 placement and mentorship, 1 month connecting women to corporates and companies, and phase 6 certification and ongoing monitoring.
Now, the part every good project needs: evaluation. Design thinking doesn't end with the prototype. It ends when you actually test.
2 excellent mobile runs are 3-month pilots in vulnerable Buenos Aires, Nace, hopes, and we're breaking 3 very specific KPIs.
KPI 1, 80% of the participants completed the full training. KPI 2, 60% access formal employment or start a registered business within the program. KPI 3, a minimum 30% increase in monthly income for graduates.
The numbers matters, but so does something harder to measure: confidence, autonomy. Have woman who knows her work has value. That's the real indicator.
To back to our hypothesis was lack of technical training already one of the main causes of human labor informality in Argentina textile sector.
Confirmed. The evidence is clear. When women have the knowledge but lack certification, access to technology, and connections to formal markets, they get trapped in informality. Not because of who they are, but because of what the system never gave them the opportunity to have.
And textiles mobile is proof. Changing doesn't require a miracle. It requires a some matches the read team and the belief of every woman who already conducts how to say the series I carve actually opens.
Looking ahead, projects like this can scale across all Argentina and Latin America. Digital tools, flexible training, strategic partnerships. The formula is replicable. The impact is real.
Because at the end of the day, it's not just about textiles production. It's about women building economic independence, one stitch at a time.
In the workshop that started with Mate, they are not just sewing clothes anymore. They are sewing a brand new story. This is the end of our podcast, a project that we are very proud of. Thank you all for listening, and if you have any question, please feel free to leave a comment.
Bye.
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 Thank you so much.
Thank you.